Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Janine Samuel.
And I'm Gina Barty. Thanks for joining us. Well, Christmas is just around the corner, which means spending time with the family, food, and plenty of fun, but also bumper-to-bumper traffic.
That's right. AAA estimates that more than 100 million Americans will be hitting the roads, railways, and friendly skies this holiday season. Keisha Butts is at BWI Thurgood Marshall Airport with more.
I'm heading back home to the Bay Area, San Francisco.
Al Zimsky is trying to make it back home for Christmas after visiting friends and family in Maryland. So is Sam Fulton, who's going to Portland, Oregon, and he says he's pleasantly surprised that BWI Thurgood Marshall Airport is not that crowded.
I was expecting a lot heavier crowd to have to encounter here in the airport.
But don't get too excited if you plan on coming here. AAA says that almost 7 million Americans are expected to fly during this holiday season. That's the most since 2003. This Sunday, the 22nd, is supposed to be one of the busiest days to fly. AAA also says a record number of people in the U.S. will be traveling December 21st through January 1st. Almost 4 million people will be taking trains or buses. And 8 million will be hitting the roads. The worst day to travel is Thursday afternoon, but for Fulton, he had a stress-free drive to BWI.
I came from Delaware, it was light, no problems.
Don't count on having the same luck as Fulton.
The most important thing, I think, they need to make sure that they give themselves some extra time because the airports are busy, trains are busy, all the transportation modes of transportation are probably pretty busy, and they give themselves enough time.
At BWI Thurgood Marshall Airport, Keisha Butts, CTV News.
For more information, you can visit AAA.com. Now you want to grab a pen and paper because the deadline to ship your holiday cards and gifts before Christmas is here. The U.S. Post Office says if you plan to use first-class mail service, the deadline is today. The last day for priority mail is this Saturday, December 21st. And for those last-minute folks like me, the final day to send your packages and cards is Monday, December 23rd. Remember, check your nearest post office for operating hours because some locations are on a holiday schedule.
Well, seven Democratic presidential hopefuls took the stage in Los Angeles last night in the final debate of 2019. With the first primary only 6 weeks away, the candidates attempted to leave their mark on voters across the country. During the 3-hour-long debate, they sparred over health care, age, experience, and whether they had the ability to defeat President Trump.
Donate to political campaigns.
We have not had enough women in our government. When I was on Trevor Noah's show once, I explained how in the history of the Senate there was something like 2,000 men and only 50 women in the whole history. And he said if a nightclub had numbers that bad, they would shut it down.
I do not sell access to my time. I don't do call time with millionaires and billionaires.
Sorry, as of when, Senator?
I don't meet behind closed doors with big dollar donors.
I'm the guy from the beginning who argued that it was a big, big mistake to surge forces to Afghanistan, period. We should not have done it.
The next debate will be co-hosted by CNN and the Des Moines Register on January 14th at Drake University.